Seattle gets its first look at first place Arizona this week at Lumen Field. Hello 12s, I'm Jen Mueller with a preview of the Week 12 matchup. Now here are where things stand. The Arizona Cardinals lead the division, having won 4 straight games and 5 out of their last 6. They are also coming off a bye. Seattle, meanwhile, they are coming off a gritty last-second win against San Francisco that gets them back in the W column. But perhaps even more important than that is the way the game played out.
We were able to move the ball downfield when the team needed us to score. We did it, and then especially the defense really came over some big stops for us to be able to get the ball back and score when we needed to.
Geno Smith led his 10th career game-winning drive in the fourth quarter or overtime. The defense limited explosives and did not allow a gain longer than 22 yards. The team as a whole committed just 4 penalties.
Put it this way, look, we've earned the opportunity to be fighting for the lead in the division going into the home stretch. So that's the way we're treating it. It's very much like a playoff mindset for us at this point. Can't afford to drop games.
Based on the numbers, the Hawks will have their hands full. Quarterback Kyler Murray has completed 17 straight passes, a Cardinals franchise record. He is also a big reason the Cardinals are 16 for 16 in goal-to-go situations. They're the only team in the league to be perfect in that stat.
I think there's just like a synergy to it on how they're playing and how efficient Kyler's playing. He's playing decisive. They do a great job. It's a different operation than we've seen. It's a ton of gap scheme, ton of pullers. They do a great job protecting the football, and then if all else doesn't go to plan, then Kyler's one of the best in the business at extending plays and kind of making you pay late in the down twos.
A lot of credit goes to the offensive line that's allowed just 15 sacks this season. That's the 3rd fewest in the league. And they are paving the way for a prolific running attack. Led by James Conner, the Cardinals have rushed for 100 yards in 7 games this season and topped 140 yards 6 times.
The guy's tough, really tough. Don't let he runs a little upright, but he's powerful and I think he leads the league in broken tackles. But with the gap scheme, and he's got a good feel for kind of when to hit the accelerator versus, hey, it's not there, maybe take it a gap wider and then get vertical. But they do a great job of blocking for him. They get everybody blocked up. They got all the schemes.
That's where the Hawks can lean into the formula they used last week to bottle up Christian McCaffrey. The Niners found yards on the ground, but they weren't gashing plays or finding that leaky yardage. The longest run allowed last week was 13 to a scrambling Brock Purdy, thanks to a disciplined approach and the play of Ernest Jones.
Number 13 is probably what's working. That dude's a stud. And we just all really appreciate having him. And he's just such a good leader in terms of he's very steady. He communicates clearly. And above all, he's a dog. He's a see ball, get ball mentality. And so when you have that, guys are playing off him and also getting some guys back. Having Murph back in the run game is huge because he's a beast. And Leo's playing at a high level. Our backers playing at a high level. Last past game, T. Knight was playing at a high level.
Meanwhile, the Arizona defense has been riding a hot streak of their own. The Cards D hasn't allowed a touchdown in 3 straight games, and they held both the Bears and the Jets to less than 10 points. During their 4-game winning streak, 9 different guys have combined for 13 sacks.
Multiple defenders up front. They give you multiple looks. They do a great job at really mixing the looks and showing you one thing and then the next time it's something else. And so we would like to call that a game plan defense where we're going to figure out what they're doing once we get there on Sunday.
Now, home field advantage has not showed up in the win-loss column this season. Seattle has lost 4 straight at home, while the Cardinals boast the most wins of any opponent at Lumen Field. And those numbers are not lost on the head coach.
You start ranking things about what we're trying to achieve here, and that's at or near the top of the list. So, we're on a slide here at home, and we're trying to do a couple things, to make it come to life. We're treating this like a home playoff game for us. So we need the 12s rocking. That's the vision. That's what we're trying to create. So let's get it started this Sunday.
Sunday's game is the first of 2 games against the Cardinals that are going to be played in a 3-week stretch. So maybe just a little bit more gamesmanship involved. Kickoff Sunday is 1:25. You can find that game on Fox 13 or listen on the Seahawks Radio Network.